Hi students, my name is Hitesh Narashet. I am from Annavara. So last class we discussed about a topic from 10th standard, that is light and reflection. So in light and reflection we already studied about light and reflection and spherical mirrors. In spherical mirrors we already discussed about types of spherical mirrors, ray behavior in spherical mirrors, image formation in types of spherical mirrors and sign convention for spherical mirrors. So let us move on to the next topic, that is mirror formula. So in this class we have to discuss about mirror formula. Yes. So because I am introducing the mirror formula, we have to study, we have to know about some of the terminologies. That is, firstly I will introduce object distance. Object distance. Yes. So here in object distance, we already know that all the measurements are taken from the pole of the mirror. We already learnt in the sign convention. So keep it in mind. We have to measure where the object is, in how much distance the object is placed from the pole of the mirror. So that means here the pole of the mirror we have to measure how much far the object is. That means the distance between this pole and this object, means we have to take the measurement from the pole of the mirror and the object here. Up to this distance we have to take the object distance. That means the object distance is the distance between the pole of the mirror and the base of the object. So that means it is a distance between pole and the object place. So it's a distance between pole and the object place on the principal axis here. So it is represented as U. It is represented by a letter symbol U. So U is the object distance here. Then, so let us take the next terminology, that is image distance. Secondly, image distance. So likewise, object distance, we have to measure the distance between pole and the base of the image or the image. So here we have to measure the distance between pole and the image. That means it's a distance between pole and the image. Here the distance between pole and this image. Here we have to measure here. So whatever be the distance between the pole and the image, so we have to aware of the sign convention here. But what is the image distance? That means it's a distance between pole and the image of an object. So it is a distance between pole and image form. Pole and the image form. So it is represented by the letter V. It is represented by letter V here. So another one terminology is there. We already learnt that is focal length F. It's a distance between pole and the principal focus here. So that means, so this mirror formula relates the object distance, image distance and the focal length here. So mirror formula is nothing but the relation between object distance, image distance and the focal length. So then we have to move on to the mirror formula. So mirror formula is so it's a 1 by B plus 1 by U, or you can take 1 by U plus 1 by V plus 1 by U, whatever it may be. You can take 1 by F here. So you can take 1 by V and 1 by V, 1 by u plus 1 by v, whether it may be possible, whatever it may be the possible. So I will take 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by m. After that we have to define. How to define that one? It is the sum of the reciprocals of the image distance and object distance is equal to the reciprocal of the focal length. So how do we define here? It is the reciprocal of, the sum of, firstly we can take sum, the sum of reciprocals of image distance and object distance is equal to the reciprocal of the focal length. So this is known as mirror formula. That is, sum of the reciprocals of the image distance and the object distance is equal to the reciprocal of the focal length. So we have to use this formula while finding any one unknown terms. That means, so we don't know the value of v, that means, so we know the value of u here and we know the value of f here. So that means after we have the ray diagram, or after we have the sum of the situation like that, so we have to know that firstly where the object is formed, how much distance the object is there, and where the image is formed. So then after that we have to find the focal length of the mirror also. If we don't know about focal length, so if we have image distance, object distance and image distance, we have to find the focal length here. So this is about the mirror formula. So let us introduce the another quantity, that is magnification. Yes. So it's a magnification. Yes. Here we have to find the height of the image. So when compared to the object, what is the size of the image? So what is the nature of the image? From that we have to find out, or from that we have to know from this formula. So that is, here the size of the object and size of the image is same here. Height of the object and height of the image also same here. That means we have to find that one from the magnification. That means magnification of the spherical mirrors gives that a relative extent. It's a relative extent. That means object distance and the image distance. It's a relative extent of the size of the image with respect to size of the object. So that means, so magnification of spherical mirror gives us a relative extent. Relative extent means it's a ratio. So relative extent of size of the image or height of the image with respect to that of object here. So that means it's a relative extent. We have to find the ratio between the object height and the image height here. So that means magnification is the ratio of height of the image by height of the object. That means m is equal to, we will represent it as a m. Magnification is equal to m. That is height of the image height of the image divided by height of the object. From the reference of that, we have to define the magnification in another way. That is, it is a ratio of image height or height of the image by height of the object here. So the height of the image I will consider it as a h dash, and height of the object I will consider it as a h. That means if we consider h dash as image height and h as object height. So what we have, m is equal to h dash by h. So this is the formula we use to calculate the magnification. From the reference of that, we have to find the value of object height or image height, or we can calculate magnification when the object height and image height is be given. So then we have to take it as a with reference to the object distance and image distance. That means magnification is always related to the image distance and the object distance. That is, I will just start here. Magnification is related to the object distance and image distance. Yes, we know m is equal to h dash by h. So I will consider the height of the image. Here height of the image is there. I will convert it as a image distance, that is v, and here convert height of the object to the object distance, and I will just insert a negative sign here. So because of there are terminologies there, because the sign convention told us that some of are negative, some of are positive. So because of that, I will just insert a negative sign here. So this is the formula we use to calculate the magnification here. So when the distance is negative, that means it's a virtual image. We already know that. And when the distance is positive, it's a real image. So we already know about that. That is, the negative sign shows the image is virtual. And the positive sign shows if the magnification is negative, image is virtual, and the positive sign shows the image is real here. So that means, we have to put the value of object distance and the image distance. After calculating, the magnification is negative sign. Magnification having negative sign means the number fixed by negative sign means it shows the image is virtual, and the positive sign, after calculating the magnification by inserting the value of image distance and the object distance, if the result is positive, so that shows the image is real. So with the use of this, from the base of this, we have to put the negative sign here. So that's why we just insert a negative sign in the magnification, it relation with the object distance and image distance. So let us take one problem related to the mirror formula and magnification. The problem tells us that a convex mirror used for rear view automobile. That means it's used for a rear view mirror. So we already learned that convex mirror is used for rear view mirrors in automobiles. Has a radius of curvature 3.00 meter. That means it's a 3 meter. It has a 3 meter of radius of curvature. When the numericals or numbers are appear, so we have to just write on them. So here, radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is equal to 3.00 meter. Whether it is positive or negative, we don't know. How can we learn that? So just draw a convex mirror here. So roughly, just write a convex mirror here. Then, so it's a convex mirror. So where the radius of curvature is located here, so it's the center of curvature means the radius of curvature is this. It's a radius of curvature. All the distances are measured from the pole of the mirror. So that means we are measuring the radius of curvature from the pole of the mirror at the right side of the mirror. So that means all the distances are measured right side of the mirror, so are taken to be positive. That means it's a positive. So we have to take the sign, we have to aware of the sign convention here. So radius of curvature is equal to plus 3 meter here. Then yes, so let us move on to the next. If a bus is located at 5 meter from the mirror, so okay, so that means a bus is located here, so that means, so bus is our objective. So we have a rear view mirror, so mirror is in the automobile, so whatever the vehicle, so we don't know which vehicle is that. So but in that mirror, so we have an object, that is bus. So it shows a bus here, so it located 5 meter from that mirror. So that means the object distance is 5 meter. That means its object distance is equal to 5.00 meter. Okay. So after that also we have to put the sign here. So we have to refer sign convention, and after that we have to take the positive or negative sign. So refer, this is a bus. Okay, it's in front of the convex mirror. So all the measurements are taken from the pole of the mirror. Yes, already you know that. And all the distances are taken left side of the mirror. Left side of the mirror. So that means it has taken it as a negative. So that means it's a minus 5 meter. Okay. So then what we have to find here? Find the position, nature and size of the image. Okay. So we have to find that one. But we don't know image distance. Okay. So that means we have to find the image. Image distance we have to find. Image distance. So it is be represented as U and it is be represented as V. We don't know. Yes. Okay. So we can find it from the mirror formula. So that is mirror formula is 1 by V is equal to plus 1 by U. 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. But F is unknown here. So that means in a formula one term is unknown means we have to find that one. But here 2 is unknown. 2 terms are unknown here. So that means we have to find that term from the any other numbers. So any other terminologies. So here we have to find the focal length. So also we have to find the focal length. Yeah. Yes. So last class or some last classes. So already there we learnt about pole of the mirrors, center of curvature, and focal length, and what is principal focus. So there last one term is there, eighth one term, that is relation between focal length and the radius of curvature. So we already learnt that one. So what is the radius of curvature and the focal length, relation between. So there from that relation we have to find the focal length here. That means radius of curvature is the twice of focal length. Radius of curvature is twice of focal length. That is R is equal to 2 into F. That means F is equal to, so I will transpose this 2 to the LHS side, it becomes R by 2 here. So is equal to, so R by 2. So what is R? R here 3 meter. So 3.00 meter or 3 meter and divided by 2. So it can be written as 1.5 also. So just I keep it like that only. So there may be there may be some rational numbers. We have to take it from the LCM. We have to add that one. So for that we have to useful this term here. So you can write it as 1.5 also, 1.5 meter also you can write it. So it's a plus 1.5 meter. So next we have to move on. We have focal length, we have object distance, and we have to find out the image distance here. From the mirror formula we have to find those factors. Yes, I will part here. Then from the mirror formula, so from mirror formula, what we have, that is 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F here. So I will transpose this 1 by U to the RHS side, it will become minus 1 by U. That is 1 by V is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by U. So then I will insert all the terminologies there. So that is 1 by F. So F is equal to 3 by 2 means 1 by F is equal to, it's a 2 by 3. So just insert into that equation. That is 1 by F is equal to 2 by 3 minus 1 by 5. So here 1 by minus 5. 1 by minus 5. So that means minus of minus, it will become plus here. So I hope you getting this. So minus of minus, I will take this as a plus. So then we have to take the LCM of two denominators, that is 15. So how we get positive? You do. So just refer here 2 by 3 minus of 1 by minus 5. From that I will take this minus sign, and so I will take the plus sign here. So 15 is our required denominator. Then we have to equate the numerator. So if you want to get the 15, so we have to multiply with 5 here. So that means also the numerator also multiply with 5. That means it will become 10. Then here, so if we get the denominator as 15, we have to multiply with 3 here. So likewise we have to multiply with 3 in the numerator. That means 3 we got here. That is 13 by 15 we got here. So 1 by V is equal to 13 by 15. So then what is V here? So V is equal to 15 by 13 is equal to, it's a positive term. So answer is 1.15 meter here. So it's plus 1.15 meter. So just imagine in a convex mirror. So there, when the object is placed between infinity and pole, there the image is formed between the focus and the pole here. So image is formed between the focus and the pole. So that means all the measurements are taken from the pole of the mirror. So that means the image is in the right of the spherical mirror. So that means all the distances are measured right of the spherical mirror are taken as positive. That means here it's a positive terms appears here. So 1.15 meter is the image distance here. So that means, so here we have to compare it. So where the image is formed, the image is formed behind, the image is formed 1.15 meter behind the 1.15 meter behind the mirror here. Yes. So just we got the position. Then we have to find out the nature. So what is the height of the image? So just compare with by taking the magnification. We have to measure what is the nature and what is the size of the image. So I just rub the part here. Yes. So magnification, m is equal to h dash by h is equal to minus v by u here. So just insert the value of v and u. So here, what is the value of u here? V is 1.15 meter. So 1.15 meter minus and divided by 5 meter. So here, what we have? So it's a minus 5. Just observe here, it's a minus 5. So that means, so minus and minus got cancels here. That means 1.15 meter by 5. So h dash by h is equal to, then what we have? 0.23 meter. That means h dash by h. So h dash by ratio of h dash by h is equal to 0.23 meter here. So that means h dash is smaller. So when we take it as h dash is equal to 0.23 into h, means the value of h dash is smaller and the value of h is bigger here. So that means the height of the object is greater than height of the image. That means we got the diminished image here, and also the virtual image is formed here. Also we have to know that here is a plus sign is there. So plus sign means we have to measure the distance. So we have to measure the height of the image above the principal axis and perpendicular to the principal axis. That means it's a erect image. So that means what we have to write here? The image is diminished and we got virtual and erect image. Here. Yes, how it is diminished we got here. So h dash is equal to 0.23 h. That means we have to know about that. So here h is greater and h dash is smaller. So that means it's a diminished image. How we got the virtual image here? Virtual image means, so we got the image behind the screen here, behind the mirror. That means it's always virtual. So it's a virtual image. So erect image means the value we got the height of the image. Height of the image is positive. That means when the distance is measured, when the height is measured perpendicular to and above the principal axis, there only the value of the height of the image is positive. That means the height of the object or image is at above the principal axis. That means it's a must and should erect image is possible here. So from these formulas, so we have to find what is the position, what is the nature and size of the image here. So these are all about the light and reflection and the spherical mirrors. So let us conclude the part here. So dear students, in this class we discussed about light and reflection and those terminologies, and about spherical mirrors, types of spherical mirrors we studied, and ray formation, ray behavior, and image formation in concave mirror and convex mirror. What are their uses, and sign convention, mirror formula and magnification, and one problem related to the mirror formula and magnification. Those who are watching this video in first time, so must subscribe our YouTube channel MP-EDU, and thank you everyone. Be safe and stay home. Thank you.